gander at Insta.
But who wants to learn new skills at this age? Not me.
I've given up.
Right?
Is this thing on?
Time already? I didn't even see you hit the button.
Sneaky. It's like times of old, sneaky. Hello out there in the lovely land of UCR that exists everywhere. All over the place. Mostly in our minds. Mostly in our minds on our internets. But we are here. We are here to discuss on America's birthday what's going on with the world.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
If it's
I
your
would
last
like to acknowledge
birthday.
that it is the birthday of the Caesar salad.
Oh, that's more important. That is more important. The birth of crouton
and possibly
salad.
More stable.
Right, yeah. And definitely more delicious. Delicious. Oh, look. First one here. Hello, Dogsy. We love it.
Hello, Dogsy.
Now, if you have been watching for a while, you'll notice a face that hasn't been around in a hot minute.
I know, right?
Our lovely friend and co-host of the epically entertaining Uncensored Horror, Miss Katie McCarthy, is here today. How you doing, girl?
Failing at traditional housewifing, but I'm here, ready to party.
Oh, yeah. Yep, she's here. Trad wife Katie is going to. I can't wait. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe that's your TikTok. Try to be a trad wife and just be like failing epically.
I did delete all my TikTok videos because I thought I was going to try to do something new and restart it. Never did. Just kind of been creeping around trying to figure out what I was going to do because I thought, okay, maybe I'll do the influencer thing. Didn't do that either. So just kind of creeping around TikTok, trying to get inspired.
I think it's Trad Wife Challenge. And just fail epically at it.
I think I will do the Trad Wife Challenge and fail epically. If anyone's got some
bread shaped like a penis and chop it off.
If anyone has Trad Wife challenges that they would like me to try on my TikTok.
Have you seen that guy that does the and now he's got I think it must be his son doing it. You know that chick that does all the weird coffees?
Yes, I love those. I love those. They crack me up.
And him and his son do it now. They're like, perfect. Not perfect.
Cracks me up.
Yeah, I obviously my algorithm is very all over the place, really. Who knows? Oh, if you want me, Dogsy, we always want you.
Home to your folk for the night. So.
Hey!
Oh, you can always come. I don't know how I would get.
Send him the link.
I don't have your email address. I don't know if you want to publish your email address on here, Dogsy, but that's up to you. I'm not going to incriminate you otherwise. I would have to have your email address. We would love to have you on. We'd love to identify the mysterious Dogsy. Okay, now,
right?
He's probably been lingering while you were here, Katie, but Dogsy is internationally a man of. Give him 2 minutes.
Oh my God, we're about to find out.
Look at it. It's like we're revealing the magician's secrets.
I think I've met Matt. I think I met Dogsy before I disappeared for a little bit.
There you go. So Dogsy, if we stay tuned, folks. This could be like epic television,
I know, right?
Well, I know.
It's going to be a moment.
Yeah. I've missed everyone. It's kind of fun to be back.
Yay. Vera, how are you? You've been full of fish or something?
If Katie is doing the Trad Wife Challenge, I want you to bring down the patriarchy from within, Katie.
Oh, yes. That, you know what? Haven't I been fighting that good fight for a while, though?
I know, girl. That's what I'm saying. Let's do this. Let's make it work.
I've been fighting that fight for a while.
Down from the inside. Yes.
Vera, what have you been doing with fish? What's happened to your fish? Something happened with your fish?
I don't know. It started like 10 years ago. We went to a parade and we were too hot to cook hot dogs and too cranky to not eat. And we took Matthias and we went to Doug's Fish Fry, and now it's like a holiday tradition that we go to Doug's Fish Fry for 4th of July. So we went to Doug's Fish Fry, and I really
Steve, next time you visit, if they're still open, I'll take you to Doug's Fish Fry.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I have not had the acquaintance yet. So
Doug's is like a Central New York institution.
I did something in your honor today. I do have to tell you.
Oh yeah.
Mine or Steve's?
And Steve's. I had. Are you ready?
Ready for it.
I had the Sunny D vodka seltzers today.
Oh, good work. Drinking like a wasted white girl. She's
thank you.
The teenage white girl that she is. It's just like, yes, girl.
It was actually pretty good. It was pretty good. I had the orange strawberry. Had to do the other ones, but it was pretty good.
See, on days like that, like warm days where you're just like, doing the thing and having it, feeling you. That's when you do that kind of drinking. You're like, yeah, okay, I can commit to this today.
I only had one. I had to be a responsible trad wife.
Oh, good girl. Good girl. We're very impressed.
Sugary drinks give me a headache, though.
I left mine.
It was pretty hot today, yeah.
I left I left all those peach monsters at Jeff's house, so I don't know.
You left a ton of gross ones at my house.
Yeah, they were. That was like gasoline lighter fuel. Like that.
I don't even know what it was.
I thought it was.
I know, like nobody wanted it. I had to toss it out.
Canned cocktails, right? And I thought they were going to be like a little bit of effervescence, and like no, it was just like raw alcohol in a can. It was intense. I just didn't know how to feel about it, and it was just like, ugh.
He didn't know how to feel about it, so he left it at my house.
Yeah, that's what I do. I donate to the cause. It's called donating to the cause. You just kind of leave it there, and then it's somebody else's problem.
I tried to bring it back. You said no.
No,
someone's coming down the stairs.
It could be fireworks. We're probably going to hear
fireworks, maybe. It sounds like someone's staircase is getting us.
Like 4 blocks away from my house.
Oh, play ball!
So there might be fireworks tonight if there was a game.
Play ball.
There might just be fireworks there. Plus, we have asshole neighbors who set off private
fireworks. So American. I didn't get fireworks.
Yeah,
I didn't get fireworks, so I was there. I got snow. I got snow though. We got a lot. Katie and I got lots of snow. That was dramatic.
That was very dramatic.
That was dramatic. I'm like, how much could it possibly snow? And I was like, oh,
it could
that
snow.
Much.
It could snow a lot.
That much.
It could really snow.
It could really snow. That's nothing wrong with it. I love it. It was very exciting. I'm excited to actually be with you guys at Halloween this time, not like away. I'll be like,
right.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, ooh.
So Ripley's got this harness, right?
Right.
I also got a dog. Her name is Lieutenant Ellen Ripley, because obviously she needs a strong female name.
Obviously.
Okay.
So obviously I had to name her the strongest female I could think of. So she has this harness, and it has like a grip, so you can kind of hold her. And I thought I could easily put a shark fin on that. And
oh, nice, yeah.
And she could be Bruce the shark, and I could dress like Quint, and Kyle could be the villain and be the mayor. Like it could easily be a Jaws theme. Like,
very good.
And Kyle, obviously being the villain in all my stories, goes, but what if I want to dress in an orange tuxedo and be the guy from Dumb and Dumber? And I just thought you just ruined everything, Kyle. I just have this brilliant idea, and you gotta do that. Thank you. And that was that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get a costume.
Husbands. You can.
Wait.
Well, obviously, Steve, we're gonna go to Target. We're gonna go to Spirit. Oh my God, stop! We're gonna go to Target. We're gonna go to Spirit. We're gonna do
Spirit
everything.
Halloween.
Oh my God, we're gonna do everything. Oh, we're gonna do everything.
Oh my God, stop it! I love it.
We're gonna do everything.
I love going to Target. Stop it! I love it. I'm good.
How are you gonna put a 12-foot skeleton in your car?
Kyle does have a truck.
Okay.
A truck that I'm very intimidated to drive because, I'm about 5 foot nothing, and I need he had to install basically a step stool for me to get in the truck. But that's neither here nor there. But anyways, now that I am home full time, I can beat all the other trad wives to Lowe's or to Home Depot.
You're going to be one of those mums, aren't you? First in line. First in line, mom.
I'm going to be grabbing my pumpkin spice latte and just sitting outside of Home Depot waiting for them to open to get my 12-foot skeleton. Don't mind.
Excuse me, it's 9:01.
I want to blow up Dragon.
Dragon.
We can get that too. I don't know if I have the space in my yard, but we can plot this. We can work on this.
Wait, what we got it? Did you ended up try that again? You ended up getting the Sanderson sisters, didn't you?
I have Winifred, but now I have to get the other ones.
Gotta get that hunt on, girl.
Gotta get the rest of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a huge backyard, not a huge front yard. Like, how are we gonna?
Maybe you can just cram the front yard with
we can
as
do
much as possible.
a haunted
Well,
just like
everything's gonna be crammed in the front and the side. I mean,
Yeah.
I tried to.
We could set up your backyard like a haunted hayride or a hay.
But if we do
Get
that,
some glow in the dark tombstones for the backyard. It'd be
but
great.
if we do that, then how am I gonna convince Steve to buy his little mini home and camp out in the backyard?
Like, hello.
He's like, get off my front yard.
I'll be like Norman Bates. Point to the main house.
Just not me, sending Steve links, here's the mini homes. I've got a big backyard.
Look,
no
okay,
big thing.
I have to,
In your little bedroom community, we could take all that Republican money and donate it to the Democratic National Committee.
I don't have a problem
with.
tiny homes freak me out a little bit, but I don't mind.
Just this one.
There are other ones that are pretty cool. Like, have you seen that? I think my Facebook algorithm strongly believes that I'm going to build a house made of shipping containers. Because
look what
I get that so many times. I get it so much. I'm like,
okay,
that's cool.
Okay, if you're not into the tiny home idea, we could always get you one of those really fancy double wides, because I've seen a lot of those really nice ones.
Go talk to the man in the trailer in my backyard. That sounds so creepy.
The mailman will be so confused.
You're like 78A, 78B. You're like, hello.
78 3/4.
I'm very confused by this.
Mockingbird Lane.
Who is this man that's getting mail sent to your house that's not your husband? Oh no, this is right.
No.
This is correct.
It's his au pair. It's my au pair.
It is my au pair. Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm a stay-at-home mom, I have an au pair.
It's stressful. I need help.
I'm that bougie.
It's stressful. I need help.
You've seen my parenting. Don't do that. Stop that. Ask Jeff's kids. They're like,
I'll pay you $20 to go over there and not talk.
I'm like, I'll give you money to take all this stuff upstairs. It works. I'm not saying it's good. That's not saying it's good parenting, but it worked. That house got cleaned. The house got cleaned. Those kids behaved. My other one was separate. Whenever I heard, I heard him start,
I'm not against. And this is controversial, but I'm not against bribery. And some people are weird about chores and allowances nowadays, and is that antiquated?
No, I don't think it is.
I'm antiquated.
I mean, parents, help me out here, because I just I signed my oldest up for that green light thing that I've been seeing all over the place. He loves it. He loves having his own little debit card, and he gets paid an allowance every time he does something, and it's real quick and easy. And nice. I thought it was great.
I think it's a great idea to teach them the value of making their own money, as opposed to because anyone can pay into those accounts, can't they? It's just so if he went over to Vera's house and raked leaves, Vera could be like, I'm going to put $10 in that account, blah, blah, blah.
I think so.
I believe, well, that's what the kind of thing we've got here in Australia. Like,
But you
like
know
if
what
they've
was
got
great is when I pay him his allowance, I can like make it. I can split it up so he has like a spend anywhere and a savings, right?
Oh, that's good.
So a certain amount goes into his spend anything, and then a certain amount goes straight to his savings. Well, without me prompting him, he has set up a separate savings. So he's got the one savings that
nice.
I set up, and then he's got another savings. So this
How
kid,
funny.
I just thought that was so cool of him. Just like he's got two separate accounts, like he's got 3 accounts now. So he's got the spend anywhere, he's got the savings that I set up, and then he's got his own savings.
Nice.
Wow, he's ready to go. Look, entrepreneurial future.
A fiscally responsible 9-year-old.
We could hope.
Good for him.
Katie's like, I want to stay retired, bitch. You better make mommy rich. Come on.
You better do it, kid.
Go full tiger mom on him. You better do it.
You better.
Do
You better.
it.
You better.
Dogsy, I am waiting. I have seen that you've sent me an email, but it's not coming through yet. But as soon as it does, I'll let you know. All right.
I
Well,
was wondering if Dogsy's going to join us.
well, he was getting himself ready, but I'm waiting for the emails to come through. So as soon as the email comes through, we'll do that. But
I just saw that I've done some broadcast friendly tiding. Dogsy, have you seen?
Have you seen our backgrounds?
Have you seen this background?
I'm not moving my camera.
I have to.
Have you
I
seen
really
this
have
trad
to.
friendly tidying? It's. I'm not hiding anything.
Your curtains scream trad wife though, Katie. It's like,
Yeah, that little gingham check back there.
yeah, it's like,
Aha!
where's your apron,
Okay.
girl? Where's your apron, girl?
My
What's
curtains.
Yeah.
Dollar General. You're welcome.
Oh, good. Stop
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome.
Stop, Dollar General. Stop it. All right. Well, while we're waiting, we will jump into this week's
Hot load of hot topics.
And look, there's one thing we really have to talk about.
I want to talk about these work kits that are against TOS. That's what I want to know.
We have to talk about this.
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, presidential debate 2024.
I got a few things to say.
Oh,
I experience enough existential dread on a regular basis. Can we not?
As
All
I
right.
said,
I did not watch this because I was on air. I did, however, obtain the transcripts. And if you do read the transcripts, it's very clear that Biden is fully capable of answering these questions and did fully answer these questions. I don't know what fucking Hollywood asswipe told him he needed to Botox his face till he looked like he was having a stroke. But the man is not losing it. Read the transcripts. We are such an artificial face first culture that everybody saw the face and everybody jumped to judgment. Trump makes 37 lies in 43 minutes. And we're worried about the fact that there's so much Botox in his face that he can't close his mouth. The words that came out of his mouth were coherent, were on topic, and were not slurred, or were not demented. They might have been slurred. I didn't see it, but I did read it, and I think everybody needs to shut the fuck up and read. That's what I got to say about that debate.
I mean, when it comes down to it, these two toddlers were fighting over golf swings, and I can't do it anymore.
yeah,
You
it
know,
was
that was
very
such a
much
small
that,
part
wasn't
of
it?
That was such a very small part of it. He answered those questions. Trump did not answer a single fucking question. He pivoted every time to, oh, our streets are loaded with crime and we're a third world fucking nation. Why does he want to be president of this nation if he thinks we're so run down and miserable?
I mean, the fact that it even sidetracked to that it's just got me disgusted. Like, how did he even go there? Like,
You know, in all presidential debates, we have those sidebars discussions. It's not new.
but we never used to. Do you remember back?
No,
Did
we
you
did.
do you remember back in a time? I think it was maybe 2009,
Do
something
you remember
like that.
the debate about white shoes?
I remember when John McCain and Barack Obama used to compliment each other.
Yes, I do remember that too. But there was I think it was a Democratic debate where one of the women wore white shoes, and there were several jokes made about the white shoes.
I just can't. I just honestly can't anymore.
Yeah, this is not significant to just these two people, though. This has been going on in our politics for years.
It just
Name
makes me
calling.
sad.
This. Do you remember how the right lost their fucking mind when Michelle Obama wore a sleeveless dress? Do
What
you
was
remember how they lost their mind when Barack Obama wore a tan suit?
what was it? I can't remember.
Sorry.
What was this? Was it Howard Dean? Was that his name?
Howard Dean lost the campaign for screaming. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say when he did the really excited squelch.
Yeah!
The really excited squelch.
No,
I like
I'm not even kidding. He was really revved up
And
at a
again-
campaign rally, and he did it like a yeah,
Ah!
and
All right.
that lost him. His
The
whole
Democratic
campaign.
nomination.
Yep, he was done.
The front runner.
That was it.
Dogsy, I've sent you an invite. Try and get on there.
With Howard Dean and with Joe Biden's performance last Thursday, that this is a Trump, or not a Trump. I'm sorry, I'm demented. This is a media-driven problem. This is not a real problem. Howard Dean did not deserve to lose that nomination, and Biden. First of all, he's already been duly elected through the primary process. You cannot kick him off the ticket. That's just fucking horseshit. That's fucking third world nation shit when you kick off somebody who's already been appointed by an electorate. You can't kick him off the ticket. It's a media-driven fucking news issue. I don't think his performance was that bad. I did not see it, but I did read it.
Watching it as an outsider, I was like, I wouldn't vote for either of you.
They said before the debate
But were you
that
listening to the issues?
I was, and because the way that I watched probably a good 15 minutes of it that I had time to, it was it was just, I can understand why, because of the nature of the way that Trump does things. He talks over people and tries to interrupt them and then attacks, and then that's the way it is. There were a fair few fumbles, and I understand people going, "Oh, you okay there? You okay?" Like, and there was a little bit of slurred speech, a little bit, but who knows? Sometimes we're not clear. Sometimes we all have our horrible days.
So going into the debate, they said that Joe Biden had a cold.
Yep.
I mean,
the SWAT team's outside.
Oh God. They said he had a cold. He has a speech impediment. I mean, that's well.
And in a high stress thing that comes out.
And again, enough Botox to make him look like he had the fucking
So he didn't look right. Like like people know what he looks like, and he didn't look right.
Filler in his forehead or something. It was not a good visual.
And because there was an article that I saw straight after, it's like, how old is too old to be president, and why do we think that we need to elect men of a certain age to be president of the United States? Why can't there be a younger president?
I mean, I can't remember who said it, but I thought it was a very poignant statement that Joe Biden has done a lot for this country, and the most relevant thing, not the most relevant, the greatest thing he can do the greatest thing he can do for his country right now is step down and let someone else step forward.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that. I really do.
I would just love a backdoor Kamala Harris.
I don't
think Infrastructure Act, the student loan forgiveness. Come on, the rollout for the vaccine.
No, I don't think
the recovery from COVID. This man has done a lot. He has earned the right to run again. Okay, I don't buy into the fact that he's too old. Now, do I think we need to start getting a very old white men have run this country for a long fucking time. I agree. But this is the one who won. There was a democratic process that put him in that candidacy.
But
There was a primary. The young people did not step up. I would love to see Buttigieg. I would have loved to have seen Elizabeth Warren back in her day. I do think now she's on the old side, but you know.
But here's the thing: if Elizabeth Warren is too old,
step up for this election cycle.
If Elizabeth Warren is too old, why is Joe Biden not too old?
Because he's already there.
Yeah.
I think that the major driving force of this ageism, and I am going to call it ageism, against Joe Biden is because the majority of the electorate is like, oh, Kamala, we don't really want a black woman.
Okay.
If something happens to Joe, we don't want a black woman.
Let's pause because we have a historic moment here.
I'm ready, but then I want to get back to the age thing real quick.
Yeah. Hello?
There he is!
You exist. You're a real person. This is.
I'm not a bot.
There we go.
Well, no one thought you were a bot.
Ladies and gentlemen, viewer turned panelist. Hi, Dogsy. Where are you reporting live from today?
I'm currently reporting from the homeland, the UK, the land of dysfunction right now.
Speaking of election
The Labour Party just fucking swept the whole country, didn't they?
No, we're still counting. Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to be here until probably around about 9 a.m. until we finally know.
Geez, I thought
And for the ladies and for everyone else that's watching, listening, what time is it now?
It is currently 2:27 a.m.
Oh my
Bless
God!
you, sir.
You.
Very committed.
So every time we see him online, I'm like, that's some commitment, my friends. That's some commitment to watching this crazy train that is uncensored. So welcome. We're just going off about the presidential
Joe Biden
debate.
being too old. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh look, he's watching. He's still watching.
Oh.
So Katie, sorry.
I stayed up for the debate and it was an absolute mess.
It was messy. It was definitely messy.
So the point I was about to make is if we're going on ageism, if we're going and we're saying let's set term limits, if these men, these women are too old and we want them out by a certain age, why are we going to allow these men to serve as president at this age?
Because we haven't changed the system yet.
Yeah, exactly. It's
As
just
the system stands now, they have every right to stay where they are.
Do you remember the drama around Barack Obama? Like he's too young to be president. I'm like, no, he's not. I remember like
damn fine president, and he was obstructed at every fucking turn.
Yeah.
This Republican Party that is sitting just below power right now has been so fucking obstructionist since Barack Obama that they are definitely undemocratic. They are the traitors in this mix. They are the enablers of the downfall of this democracy. And I'm so tired of them. I want every single one of them gone. I would like if the Labour Party sweeps Britain tonight, I will be thrilled. And if the Democrats sweep this country in the fall, I'll be
Vera's coming over, don't
well, she can come on over if she wants. We're currently looking at a 34-seat lead. So.
I'm just waiting for a candidate that I was excited to vote for Barack Obama. I was excited. I'm looking for.
Be excited to
you're
vote
going to
for
be waiting a
Buttigieg.
long time for a good U.S. candidate. Like Robert Kennedy was supposed to be a good candidate.
No, he wasn't. Baby, no, he
Right.
wasn't.
I mean, he's got the name behind him. He's got the Kennedy name, so it was like reputation.
That's about it.
Let's look at where they all are now. Hello.
Yeah.
Honey, that's about it.
Yeah.
You fuck with Marilyn Monroe, you deal with the curse.
If Caroline were to run,
I just
get behind that.
I mean, I just want a candidate I can get really excited about again. I haven't been excited in a long time.
I haven't been excited in a long time. I've said it a million times. Joe Biden did not make my top 5 in the last election, but I don't think his performance was so dysfunctional that we have to throw him off the ticket. I've got
the solution. President Mr. Beast.
What?
President Mr. Beast. Everyone gets a Lamborghini. I was always for President Oprah, but she's let me down in recent years. So it's just
I saw a great campaign shirt the other day. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Dolly and Reba. There we go.
Well, thank you.
Dolly's the
That's
same
it.
age as Biden. She's pretty
It'll
damn
be a
close.
single mom who works too hard 9 to 5.
There you go.
That's
No
it.
nonsense.
We
No
live.
nonsense.
No nonsense.
Mm.
Speaking of old school, like no nonsense, this one I didn't realize how many things I had seen this man in. But what all passed away?
I know.
Oh,
It's so
This
sad.
one hurt.
Mary
one
Such a
hurt.
familiar face, and then
Hartman.
that's a familiar face, and then I looked at his IMDb. I'm like, oh, you've been in like everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Loved him in Clue. That's like one of my favorite movies with him in it. That just that ensemble cast is amazing. But then like Sabrina,
Roseanne.
And Mary Hartman.
where like
You people are all too young for Mary Hartman.
Yes.
Mary Hartman.
but like that's a working actor. Like there's a lot. There seems to be a lot of those that generation passing away. Like these people that you know, but they might not necessarily be A-list names, but they have consistently worked.
Oh my God, it's falling over.
Oh my God. Katie's got the curse. Katie's got the curse. It's back.
Sorry.
She's back on the show. She's back on the show. There's camera malfunctions. Yeah.
There it goes.
All right. Favorite Martin Mull role? Vera.
Mary Hartman. I've been
So
saying
tell
it
me
forever.
more. Why? What made it go?
Mary Hartman was a late night soap opera, very much like some of those late night Australian soap operas that you used to get, like Cell Block H, but very, very comically driven, more like soap or. And he just was wonderful. He was great. I can't remember the character he played, but I remember every time he came on, it's like, yeah, I love him.
Katie. Are you a
Oh,
Sabrina
God.
girl? Is it going to be Sabrina?
Probably.
Sabrina.
I mean, am I that predictable? Yeah.
We love it. We love a predictable millennial white woman of a certain age. It's like you grew up. That was your sweet spot.
I'm
See,
sorry.
because
I can't help myself.
Because I'm slightly older than you. It's Roseanne and Sabrina. It's like this weird crossover.
It's a real tie between Roseanne.
Well, back when Roseanne used to be a liberal.
It hurts, okay? It really hurts to think back when she was, breaking ground instead of breaking hearts, okay? But yeah, it'd probably be a tie between Roseanne and Sabrina.
And of course, as I said, Clue. I'm like, Dogsy, are you a Martin Mull person? Do you know Martin Mull?
You know that's before my time.
I know. I'm just trying. I'm trying to include everyone. I'm just trying to include.
You're all way too young for Mary Hartman.
He's the baby. He's the baby of the panel today. Now, last week I was not here, and you already discussed her, but the Huck Tour girl, who was like,
Well, there's a candidate I can get behind.
I know. It's still that thing, 2024. Who was so like upset and like had to go into hiding for her fame, has pretty quickly jumped on that bandwagon and trademarked
the expression.
Yep.
Well, why wouldn't you?
She's like,
get that bag.
Mine. So I like to see a viral sensation with a little bit of common sense behind them. It's just like,
it's such a weird one because she was like, oh, I need to be so private. And then she gets on stage with Zach Bryan and does a show in front of 80,000 people.
I know, right?
Oh, I am so late to the Zach Bryan party. Can I just say I'm so late to this party. I just got into his music. Like, hey, this is pretty good.
Crazy country. No, see, I don't know what I do know what it is, but I've been a little bit obsessed with Orville Peck lately.
Who? What?
Orville. You don't know who Orville Peck is?
No.
Katie. He's a gay cowboy.
Ooh.
A gay masked cowboy. Hold, please talk more about the Huck Tour girl, and I'll find you, Orville.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, so you know what I love about this? This girl had such a sob story. Like everyone's like, "Oh my God, she's a preschool teacher. She lost her job because of what
Did
she
said."
Lose her job?
No.
Hold on, it's a great story. So she was like out in was it Nashville or something? And she got interviewed about how to keep a man happy.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole spit on that thing came from. And so this whole story comes out that she's a preschool teacher that lost her job because of this whole thing. And then it comes out that she was never a teacher. Never a teacher.
No.
She worked in a glass factory, apparently.
A spring factory.
A what factory?
Springs is in like
Spring.
Oh.
I'm sorry, a spring
Yeah.
factory. Thank you very much, Dogsy.
And she quit her job after the video too and went into like selling all of it more.
Yeah,
Well,
because
why
she's gonna make
wouldn't
a buck
you?
on the merch.
Good for her. Copyright it. Get that bag. Cannot hate you for the hustle. Love it.
I can't either.
I think it's amazing.
I find it funny that she's selling all this merch and still labeling herself as unwilling. The
Yeah, I'm
unwilling
like, I'm so
viral
shy.
Sensation. Oh,
I'm
poor
so
me.
shy. It's like, yeah, I'll be like, shy all the way to the bank, bitch. Like, you're charging
exactly.
You're charging like $52 for a signed hat. Like, I see you. I see you, entrepreneur.
I'm
But
sorry.
that's okay.
Any coy? She's playing coy. She's not shy.
Yeah.
I'm
She's,
sorry.
yeah. She played it down low.
I have shy
Alright, this-
friends, and they would
This
not
is
be saying
Orville.
that
This is
that
Orville
on camera.
Peck.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
oh.
pretty.
He's got a really deep voice.
I like his
Hello,
bowl.
Orville. Yes, and he wears a mask. It's very. He's just released a song with Kylie Minogue. So there you go.
Oh
He's
well, that's
related
not.
to her?
I haven't heard Kylie Minogue in years.
Oh my god, that's not
Because it's called Midnight Ride. It's quite.
gay.
Yeah. Well, hello. I did say Kylie Minogue, right?
I
Did I
said
didn't
gay.
stutter. I love the two words Kylie Minogue. Everyone's like gay.
Yeah.
I smell gay, and we're just straight out of.
You know, I love y'all, but smelling gay is kind of gross.
gay in here.
Is
Smells
there
gay.
some gay in here? I smell. Speaking of smelling gay in here, biggest closet case in the world. Hugh
Wait, that
Jackman.
now?
But no, it's not real. This isn't real. Like, this is not a statement of I am a homosexual. This is just
I thought he made it.
no. This is if he made that statement, it would be
Closet's glass.
the white comic book world would explode if Wolverine comes out as gay.
Oh god.
Come on. I can't. There's going to be. Remember when the Dixie Chicks CDs got burnt? It'll be all the white
all
comic.
of those
It'll be all the white comic book guys
CD
burning their Wolverine
book
shirts.
It's a oh.
Conservative. They're a vocal minority. I do not
It'll
believe
be
they are.
it'll be the Wolverine book burners. It'll be all over.
The
But
comic book guys are a little more liberal.
unless you're a woman.
Yes.
This,
Well,
And God help,
the comic
Katie.
book
I've got
guys-
two
listen,
words for
the
you.
comic book guys are afraid of women.
I've got two words for you, Katie. Captain Marvel. If you want to see how toxic a fan base can be,
Oh,
just
I know
go
they're
look at any
toxic.
male review of Captain Marvel
I know
or
they're
She-Hulk.
I know.
I enjoyed She-Hulk. I thought it was good.
I love She-Hulk. I think it's
Listen,
one of the best
listen.
things Marvel's
Yeah,
ever
it was
done.
good.
I'm married to a geek. I'm married to one.
Yeah, but he's married. This is the thing. He's
There
married.
is-
He's had children. He's had
there-
sexual
there
intercourse.
There's
Unlike
a strong
some
portion
of them.
Marvel geeks that are incel,
Yeah.
conservative, Trump
Not just
bastards
Marvel, not just
who
Marvel,
imagine
comic
that
books
they
in
are-
general.
who imagine that they are Captain America saving
I'm gonna ask Kyle how
the
he would feel.
entire
about it.
establishment for white America. But I
Yeah.
do firmly believe that they are the minority.
Anyway,
Masking
they're pretend. So Hugh Jackman baked a cake with rainbows on it, and like said Happy Pride, and everyone. So there's been a bit of a mixed reaction in the comments about, okay, he's good, shut up about it, which is, generally whatever. I'm like, cool. I don't think there would be this huge for me, what it is this is a constant thing with him. It has been throughout his career. And they keep referencing, they keep denying it. Like, who
Are
cares?
they
In
still
the long
denying
run,
it since the
who-
divorce?
yeah. Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, just say it once and go. I've already referenced it. I'm not going to have a conversation about it. You know.
Fine.
And then
I'll watch The Greatest Showman again.
really had to break your arm on that one, didn't we, Katie?
Fine.
Like I think he's great. He's such a talented guy. And if Wolverine, well, if he did come out, and that would be huge. Like one of the, you know, the most masculine. You know, that's what they like about him. That Wolverine's a man's man. I'm Wolverine. Imagine if he was the guy that played him was gay. That would be amazing. It'd be like having a gay James Bond.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this so you guys can see it.
Sorry, wait. A gayer James Bond.
Gayer James Bond. One of my all-time favorite quotes was from David Hyde Pierce. He played the younger brother in Frasier.
Can you?
And he said,
"No, what is?"
Hold on. I'm trying to see if you can see it. I asked Kyle, Hugh Jackman, gay or straight?
Gay. I saw it said gay.
Yeah. David Hyde Pierce had the best response to a reporter asking about his sexuality. And he said, "My life's an open book. I just don't intend to read it to you."
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the kind of statement I would love from Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I think he's feeding his own, like he's feeding that himself now by the constant talking about it and denying it. Like, if you aren't, you aren't. But if you are, you are. No one cares. Like, but constantly, every time someone comes to him with a well, no one should care in this fucking day and age. I mean, come on.
But you got one giant Wolverine fan that just already knows.
Yeah.
Already knows and doesn't care.
Oh,
he's
God.
already secure in his
Kyle's a Wolverine fan. That's not good.
He's remaking Boy from Oz.
He was the Boy from Oz for a very long time.
But he's remaking it. I think did
anyone else
they doing a movie?
Showman, or was I the only one that saw that?
We saw it. The Greatest Showman.
Oh yes, I love The Greatest Showman.
Then we all know, right? We all know. Okay.
To be fair, Zac Efron was in it too, but what? I love. Wait, we're going off topic here. I love the narrative behind his new face.
What's that?
I think it's terrible because but it's kind of the same thing.
He says, all right.
Though
Zac says that he had some surgery, but it was corrective surgery because he was running in his own house and fell and broke his jaw.
That's not the original story I think I heard. Like, I knew it was corrective surgery, but I thought I heard a different story.
Well, the fact that there's more than one.
This is true.
Is interesting. The man looks like Mr. Clean all of a sudden.
There's a lot of comparisons to Mickey Rourke, but Mickey Rourke had a lot of corrective surgery because he was boxing, right?
Yeah, you don't develop a jawbone out of nowhere. Like
Mark Hamill put his motorcycle in a tree and had a lot of corrective surgery and does not look as different as Mickey Rourke and Zac.
I was going to say, I will not hear any Mark Hamill slander. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, no.
No slander.
Ooh, it was getting very close there.
No.
I was like, ooh.
But he had a lot of he almost couldn't make the second movie because he had so much corrective surgery to do.
Love me.
Yeah, it's look, and people get older. Yeah, we understand that. People get older and that happens, but I'm going to bring up a side by side is like there's something like, and again, in this day and age, who cares? If you want to get surgery, but don't deny it. Like when your product is your face, and let's face it, it's his face.
Mm-hmm. And I
tell me that this is exactly the same person.
Oh
yeah,
that mustache is.
Yeah, there's just so much more jaw.
Yeah,
it's like
I
Roger.
can almost forgive everything else. I can't forgive the mustache.
He's starting to look like Roger Ramjet.
There's like 2 centimeters of extra chin.
Yeah.
You know-
I didn't know who he was because I hadn't seen him. Well, I didn't know I'd seen him since High School Musical, and I've
Right.
watched so many movies with him in, and I just didn't know it was him.
Yeah. And you know what? He's doing some great stuff. The parts of Ricky Stenicki that I saw were great, and then I've seen bits and pieces of Iron Claw.
Iron Claw was supposed
And
to
it's
be
been
right.
great. Like,
I haven't seen it, but
he's he's turned into a fantastic actor. So I
One
don't
that
know
he'd done
why
that went
he's so
completely under the radar was Greatest Beer Run Ever that was on Apple TV.
yeah.
That was really, really good, and it really showed off his range, but I didn't know it was him. I thought it was someone completely different.
Yeah, it's just like ugh, I don't get it.
You know, it was funny that the most recent Netflix series with Kate Siegel in it, I can't think of the name of it right now.
Fall of the House Smasher.
Yes, I didn't know that was Mark Hamill in it.
Mark Hamill
really?
is great.
Yeah.
He was so good in it, and Kyle knew it right away. He goes, "That's Mark Hamill." I'm like, "No, it isn't."
Oh my God, Miss T. Chantel, girl, how are you?
Didn't know. But
Long
that man
time no see.
Kyle looks at me. He goes, "You know, he's a voice actor, right?"
Yeah, he's the Joker. The Fat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, everyone's coming out
Wow,
today.
hallelujah.
Everyone's coming today.
I
Miss
just thought
T.
that was
Chantel,
so funny. And
love you.
you know what
Yeah, Mark
think
Hamill's
it's-
done a lot of voiceover stuff.
But you know, I think it's kind of refreshing about this. Not refreshing, but about this whole Zac Efron discussion is it's not about a woman, because you hear so much about
Yeah.
Meg Ryan and
Well, Meg Ryan made herself look like the Joker. He just happens to play her.
well, I'm just saying you hear this about women all the time,
All the time.
all the time. And
Yeah.
what's her name? Kristen. She played Charlotte York.
Oh yeah. I know.
I can't think of her last name. Kristen
Kristen
Davis.
Davis. Yeah.
Yeah, all the work that they get.
Courtney
done on
Cox.
Yes.
Yeah.
You hear all this discussion about women who get all this work done, but never once.
A lot of it. It's nice to see that. Sorry to piggyback
No,
on,
you're fine.
but it's nice to see Kristen Davis coming forward, going, "The filler was a mistake."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Courtney
did.
Cox, the filler was a mistake, and they get it dissolved, and they actually look like themselves again, like an aged version of themselves, which is, great. It's just like, that would be amazing. We will definitely be in touch. There's some funny conversations.
Right. It's nice to have that discussion, but you never hear this discussion about men. So having this discussion about Zac Efron, it's interesting
Right.
because you've only had this
you
discussion about Zac
definitely heard it
Efron,
about,
not Zac Efron, Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke. You definitely heard it about Mickey Rourke.
Oh, Christina says,
Christina!
"Fucking dogsy, how dare you come on when I'm not on?" See, Christina, this is what happens. I have to call in the recruits when I'm down. You'll never know who's going to turn up on this show, baby doll. I just pulling people out of left, right, and center. All right, we got to move on because there's a couple more topics I want to cover. Now, I don't know. All right, it's all related. The next three stories are all related. I don't know if anyone watched the BET Awards this year, but there was a bit of controversy all around when the In Memoriam came up, and we got OJ Simpson.
That's a problem to me.
Now, according to reports, there was awkward silence and very staggered clapping when all he was listed was former football player.
Yeah.
So
they left someone off and included him.
Well, they always go. This is the thing. This is the thing with in memoriams. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't. Someone's always going to miss out. They're always going to miss someone, and saying that one person's contribution is more important than another contribution is problematic in general, no matter who it is. Now, the conversation that's going on in our comments, which is starting to get a little bit heated, which I always love, is that, whatever you think about OJ Simpson, he was acquitted. He wasn't found guilty. Yet we celebrate.
He was adjudicated adjudicated libel in a court.
Yet,
He
yet
wasn't
we,
found guilty
yet
of
we,
murder
we
one,
do
but
celebrate.
he
We
was
do celebrate and
adjudicated.
invite to award ceremonies the likes of some very problematic people like Roman Polanski and Woody Allen.
Weinstein.
Yes.
Wait.
Hundreds
Roman-
of awards after
Roman-
allegations.
Roman Polanski hasn't been able to step foot into this country in.
I know, but he still goes to award ceremonies in other countries and he's a
Oh.
celebrated person. Is what I'm saying.
Actually, I think he won the Oscar after he was forced to leave the country.
Miss T. Chantel, speak on it.
Oh,
Speak on it.
He did it.
you missed her first comment, which was the one I was laughing at when you were
Like the
posting-
crack.
Yeah, that one.
So no feels with it. I love it.
You're
Oh,
posting a very serious picture, and she's posting that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
but yeah, so I find that a very interesting because Michael Jackson's the same thing. He was not guilty. Been found not guilty of everything. So, is there a double standard when it comes to O.J. Simpson because he is a alleged murderer?
I think it would have been. I think it would have gone a little smoother if he wasn't, trying to put out a book. I didn't do it, but if I had,
Yeah,
Right.
If I did it, and not even that, but just the fact that even afterwards he did that whole fucking Vegas heist thing.
Right,
and
right.
like, okay, you were a celebrated athlete in your time. Yes, you're an actor. You did great things for people, but you also murdered
Mother of your
allegedly.
children. No, he was adjudicated to be liable in court. He did not get convicted of being guilty, but he was found liable and he was made to pay money that he never did pay to the victims' families.
Oh, T-shirt tell.
Mike did it too, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, well, we've all watched Finding Neverland. Oh. No, wait, no, Finding Neverland's
I'm just,
isn't Finding Neverland the Johnny Depp movie?
Yes.
but that's not a.
I'm lost.
That's
Wrong
not
thing.
Michael Jackson.
It's because you're too old. You can't run for president.
Think of too old and trying to do a comeback. Are we all ready to forgive Will Smith now? Because
Listen, I was never mad at him.
Will Smith has not only apologized, found Jesus, and went back to music.
I was never mad at him.
He carelessly misplaced Jesus until he needed a musical comeback. Now, all good, and that happened at the BET Awards. When he's
Is he getting
associated
jiggy
with
with Jesus?
this is the Friday choir. This is the Friday choir that he's performing with. So Kanye West's choir.
Oh,
Okay, now you lost
geez.
me.
Oh,
Now you
Yeah.
lost me.
that's the
Talk about
like
problems.
if he wasn't
Oh,
in
just
danger being married to Jada,
He's not married to her, though.
Well,
I
well,
thought they
you
got
know.
divorced, didn't they?
Oh, who knows what they're
I
doing?
think they separated, but I don't think they're separated now.
And I think the bigger news is I don't think anyone cares.
I think Jada's a narcissist.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Enjoy the baby bedtime.
Good
Enjoy the silence.
Bye.
Yeah, this just reeks of "Please Love Me Again."
night.
He's got Bad Boys 4 at the cinemas because remember when I used to be an action star? Remember when I used to be an action star, and now I've got music again.
I'm sorry. Was anyone that mad at him for hitting Chris Rock?
I think
wasn't.
I think they should have.
wasn't. But I felt that ruined his own night. I mean, he had waited so long to win that Oscar, and then
I don't think it's bad form. I think it's
night.
bad form for anyone,
Yes.
regardless of gender, regardless of
Skin
who
tone.
you are.
Yeah.
It's bad for you don't physically assault someone on international TV and then go, oh, my emotions got the better of me like I'm a fucking toddler. Like no, that doesn't happen.
I mean,
Like in the real world, if he wasn't Will Smith and it was internationally filmed, he would have been charged by the police.
right?
Yes.
He would have.
And there were people backstage who offered to call the police, but Chris Rock said no.
But I'm saying
It
this
tells
would
you more
have
about
just
Chris Rock than it does
this
Will
would have
Smith.
all just gone away. Just like
I was happy, but again, someone said we keep giving Mel Gibson chances to come back. Why can't Will Smith have one?
that's what I'm saying. Like if Will Smith had just like said like, sorry, I fucked up. I made a really
Mel Gibson
stupid
never
decision.
said sorry.
No, I don't care about
No,
Mel
that's
Gibson.
what I mean.
He's the worst. He's the worst.
He's the
Sugar
worst.
Tits needs to like go off and into oblivion and just never come back. He forget Mel Gibson, but Will Smith should have said, I fucked up. I made a really bad decision. I screwed up. And I think people would have been like, yeah, you made a bad choice, but I think we'll let this one slide. Because you're the Fresh Prince and you've generally been unproblematic and whatever. And that would have been it. But he had to keep bringing it up. Like, I'm going to pull my SAG card or whatever. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to whatever. He had to, just kind of make it a bigger deal. And then he does this.
Yeah, well, look, I've never been, hot secret, I've never been the biggest Will Smith fan, so it doesn't really impact me either way. I'm sure there's another, I'm sure there's another Men in Black coming.
I mean, he made his first comeback at what was it, Coachella?
Coachella, yeah, with Jay Black. It was Jay Blavin or Bad Bunny or someone who was like,
yeah.
It was like, okay, we get it, Men in Black.
White privilege on that one.
It's like, we get it.
Oh.
Now, speaking of oopsie doopsie whoopsies, before we get to Vera, there's an oopsie doopsie whoopsie that comes from another Nepo baby. Our favorite cracker.
Who's that?
This is Chet Hanks, rapper / musician / actor son of Tom Hanks. He's the bad boy Hanks. He's the bad boy.
Back up.
Yep, Chet Hanks, bad boy.
I'm sorry, that's a Hanks?
Looks nothing like Colin,
No.
Colin strongly takes after Daddy. This
like
one's
Dad.
Nepo baby. Nepo baby's crying
I'm not
about
done looking
how.
at that. Hold on.
Wait, Nepo baby's crying about how he was raised and how hard it was to be raised by a celebrity. Crying. But he's in a little bit of a quandary at the moment because he did a reply song to Megan Thee Stallion's Hot Girl Summer a couple of years ago now called White Boy Summer, and it was about being a white boy, like being a white boy trying to live a life in that kind of world. But
that's tough.
His slogan, his whole thing, his whole hashtag has now been adopted by hate groups.
Shocking. I never saw that coming. Never saw that coming.
Several extremist groups, including Proud Boys, White Lives Matter, the Identitarian movement in Europe, and neo-Nazi active clubs, are all using hashtag White Boys Summer to spread propaganda, recruit new members, and facilitate targeted hate campaigns, including acts of vandalism and hate incidents.
Please put the shock Pikachu.
I know, right?
I never saw that coming. I mean, when you said that, I just could not foresee that.
It's just, it's interesting.
He looks like every fucking white neo-Nazi that's just getting out of prison.
And he had an official statement. White Boy Summer was created to be fun, playful, and a celebration of fly white boys who love beautiful queens of every race. Anything else that it has been twisted into to support any kind of hate or bigotry against any group of people is deplorable, and I condemn it.
And you are about 365 days late on that?
Yeah. Well, this is only just recently happening. So, this has been an underground hashtag that's been growing. To me, it just proves that, and as we've constantly said on this show, words have power, and you have to really be cognizant and stand behind and willing to stand behind what you say. So if you're going to spout something off, you've got to be willing to back it up. And that's a conversation we have on here a lot when it comes to, our differing points of view.
Words have consequences.
Yeah, words have consequences. Your freedom of speech is your freedom of speech, but you've also, doesn't mean you get to be a racist.
It doesn't mean you don't have to face the consequences.
Yeah, exactly. The consequences of your words matter, but look, he's Chet Hanks. I'm sure that Dad will just be like,
Yeah.
here you go, bro. Here you go, bro.
I'm sure Dad told him he had to release a statement.
Dad's dead.
I stand behind the words that I am going to get a 12-foot skeleton and put it in.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say, you stand behind the words, you're going to get a 12-foot Chet Hanks poster.
Oh, absolutely not. No, that's trash.
This is a real man. This is Wolverine. He's the new Wolverine.
I will get a Wolverine, 12-foot Wolverine, and put it in my yard. Yes.
With a rainbow flag on him.
Yes.
Just to upset everyone.
That's the kind of morals I
just
stand behind.
upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
A rainbow flag diaper.
Speaking of upsetting everyone, it's that
that
time, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the show. It's time for Mirror. Okay, you ready, V? Here we go.
Ready.
3, 1, and
Well, we spent a lot of time talking about the debate earlier, and we spent a lot of time talking about the debate all week long, and we're missing some of the bigger pictures. On Monday, the Supreme Court handed down an opinion that I think is utterly disgraceful. We are a heartbeat away from our bisesquicentennial, 250 years as an independent democracy. 1776, the founding fathers, whom the conservatives love to reference and quote and reference, they stood up against tyranny of a king. They said, we will not be ruled by a king. Now, we all know that those founding fathers were flawed, slave-owning, rich white men who really were creating the utopian government for themselves. But we have fought every inch of the way to make this a democracy for all of us, for all men, for all women, all races, all creeds, all religions. And one of those founding points has been that no one is above the law. Richard Nixon had to resign his presidency because we were convinced that no one is above the law. And now 6 bought and paid for jurisprudence judges, if they will call themselves that, have handed one man the power of the king. I am sickened and disgusted that Trump has blanket immunity for his actions during the presidency. And I guarantee that if he wins this next election, he will make himself a king. He will not leave. He will be a dictator from day one, just like he said. All of these MAGA people running around with "Don't Tread on Me" flags, they don't want to stand up for democracy. They're standing up for their white privilege. And they're siding with Trump and siding with this court because of white privilege. Immunity for the president is bullshit. And we, as citizens of this country, need to make our voices known. This cannot stand. This is one of the most horrific decisions out of this horrific court. We need to start notifying people, and we need to start mobilizing, because no one is above the law. We got the receipts. This man broke the law repeatedly while in the White House, and he needs to face consequences because, like we've been saying all along, no one is above the consequences of their own actions. That is not what this court was put on place to do. They were put on this place to protect our rights, not to be the president's personal empowerers. This is beyond ridiculous. All of them should step down. And just like Sotomayor, with fear for our democracy, I dissent.
I love it. I love drama. Good, well spoken as always, Vera. We're going to go a bit long because I have something. I found something this week. Yeah, Dogsy's here. I need to hear more from Dogsy. I found something this week that kind of made me laugh / my blood boil a little bit. So I need everyone's opinion. But it's very much a
what the.
Now we know times are tough economically, right? You know, everyone's going, "Oh, this costs money. This costs money. This costs money." But how would you feel?
Skeletons.
after going to a friend's party, a barbecue, if you will,
Mhm.
and being presented with your own personalized bill.
Oh.
So, I'll read this. This is a text message. Just wanted to let you know that I kept track of everything you and your husband ate and used during the dinner party. The total comes to $58, I think it is. $58. I know it sounds meticulous, but everything is so expensive these days. Here is the price breakdown. 6 ounces of salmon that costs $12. 7 toilet flushes. I don't know how, but anyway, $3.50. 13 ounces of red wine, $15. Electricity to ring the doorbell 2 times, 50 cents. 3 slices of French bread, $3. 3/4 of a cup of Brussels sprouts, $2. A quarter of 45 minutes of oven usage electricity, $8. A quarter of 30 minutes of grill propane usage, $10. Water usage for washing hands, $4.
I
Oh.
told you not to send this message to Jeff. This is
Could
so
you imagine? I'm just like, what? What? That has to be a joke. It has to be, right?
It's
That's
gotta
not
be.
meticulous. That's ridiculous.
That's wild. You know,
All right.
I saw a TikTok about this, about a mom billing for play dates, and it was satire.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping this is satire.
I hope it is too, because look, I got it from the Sun, and Dogsy will roll his eyes because the articles may or may not be accurate or even journalism, but they are purporting that this is a true story. How would you react if you got a bill, Dogsy? We're going to come to you first.
I love tearing people down, like people like this down. So I would have turned around and I would have said, okay, well, it wasn't clearly noticed that if I ring the doorbell, I'm going to be charged for it. If I was informed, I would have knocked. So I'd like that charge waived at first, please.
Right.
Secondly, I just wouldn't pay any of it. Like, it's just so ridiculous. Like, you got invited to the party. They decided to throw the party, so they should be paying for the party. If you know what I mean? It's not like I turned up and then I thought to myself, right, I'm here for a cup of tea. Right, let's have 2 ounces of salmon. Let's have some red wine as well. I'm going to go use your toilet a couple of times.
That is the
That
most
wasn't the
British
case.
thing I have ever heard. I had a cup of tea.
Who eats that many Brussels sprouts?
Oh, I've
I-
had
I really travel.
I could on Christmas.
I might.
Prison
God.
City has a really
Their
good.
Brussels sprouts are top notch.
So
with the
good.
Pork belly. Oh my god.
Oh,
With
yeah.
balsamic vinaigrette. Yeah.
Mm.
But how dare you invite someone to your house and not let them know in advance that you're expecting some monetary recompense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might pay it, but then I'm gonna block your number.
I don't think I would pay it. I think I would call you every name in the book, and I think I would block your number, and I would say fuck off and die.
I might pay a little bit of it. Like, here's what I'm gonna give you. Block.
It's one thing to throw if you're, times are hard and you throw a potluck.
Oh
I've
yeah.
thrown potlucks.
Well, look,
Everybody
I'm of the school that if I go to somebody's house, I bring something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
even if I'm not asked. I will
What can I bring?
bring
Yeah.
dessert. I will bring something to say thank you for hosting me. Thank you for doing X, Y, and Z. Or if it's a barbecue, I'll bring some meat, or I'll bring some chicken,
Right.
or I'll bring a salad, or I'll bring I will bring
Right.
something to help contribute. I don't ever just show up somewhere and go, feed me, clothe me, do this. Like, I've had that experience recently when I went to Jeff's house and I was like, I tried to pay for things and no one would let me pay for anything, Katie and Vera. So I did feel like the big drain on the American economy while I was
You
there.
were not.
That's different.
That's different.
And Jeff is a whole different beast. Don't.
Jeffrey's a whole
yeah.
different beast. If
Yeah,
you even
Jeff
go
won't-
near his house, he's paying for you. It's just
Jeff
like,
won't let me
okay.
pay at his restaurant. I have to go when he's not working so I can pay for my food at his restaurant. But
Pre- Coming in tomorrow, this is money for my lunch. But it has to be a joke. Like, I don't know how many times somebody flushed the toilet.
Were you standing outside the door listening? Oh, that's a double flush.
That's a lot of times. 7 times?
And you know what? If that
you're
person was
drinking-
courtesy flushing, you should be thankful.
Yeah, you don't want a floater left there just invading your bowl. It's just like, what kind of barbecue are you serving that they need to go to the bathroom and flush 7 times?
Clearly, the salmon wasn't well cared
The
for.
salmon is not
Those Brussels
okay.
just hit. Woo!
That salmon was not cooked correctly.
It was not okay.
That
Sashimi,
red
who
wine
knows?
went right through you.
Is it just like you though? Like if you throw a barbecue, like you bring the food and then everyone else brings drinks. That's like the common gratuity of it. Like, so why are they charging for it? If it was like, oh yeah, come over to my house and we'll watch the football or whatever, we'll split like pizza. That's different. But a barbecue is like you bring something and then you don't have to pay for none of the food.
If someone is like, if someone wants you to bring your own beverages, they'll say, bring your own beer, bring your own drinks,
I always do anyway.
Someone will give you the heads up, like you should bring your own beverages. I don't have enough for everyone, or like we're gonna order pizza, like bring enough to throw in. Like everyone's throwing in like. Everyone's
$10,
throwing in
$5,
this much
whatever.
to order Chinese or pizza or Thai or whatever.
If it's like a spur of the moment thing, you kind of just pool cash together. It's not like you know an itemized list.
Yeah, like if you're hanging out and someone's like, "I'm hungry, let's order something." That's generally like everyone's gonna chip in.
Or you just go through Taco Bell drive-through.
Ooh, that hits just right. That sounds so good right now.
Scream, fall over it. Do
Kyle.
the splits in the icy car park. Demand food and then eat half of somebody else's when you get back to Jeff's house.
It was
that may or may not have happened. That may or may not have happened.
You know,
adventures of fun.
Potluck parties with a lot of different rules. Somebody had a barbecue, said bring your meats to grill and a dish to pass and your own beverage. You know, it's fine. Notify me up front if I know that's the case. You know?
And this is how you find out who makes good potato salad and stuff. And you go, I'm going to your house because you make good potato salad. I'm coming.
I'm telling you right now, for the record, the best potato salad in the world, my sister Dia.
Dia, I'm going to put my order in. I'll be over in October. I can give you the dates. I'm ready.
She's been on Weight Watchers for 2 years. I have not seen the salad. She's been off Weight Watchers since Christmas. I told her before you start again, I need potato salad.
Yep, I need some, dear. So please take some time off the wine and make me a potato salad. All right, we should wrap it up, folks. We're running out of time. Dogsy, thank you for joining us at the bizarre hour of the night that it is, or morning that it is. You'll have an election result soon, so you'll be fine.
Well,
I'm outraged / terrified. I don't know what's going on. It's the constant.
Pro-labor.
Hopefully you can join us again. Anyway. Hopefully you can join us again for a full show because Christina will punch on, and she's a violent offender. So. Katie, thank you for joining us. It's been a hot minute.
It's lovely to see you.
All right, guys. Remember, Katie, I need those trad wife challenges so I can epically blow them. And if you know where I can find this 12-foot skeleton that Kyle has told me that there will be consequences if I bring home. I have been threatened, everyone. I have been threatened.
Are you on about the one that's like kind of lying down like that?
What was that?
Is it the one that's lying down like that? Yeah.
No, that's stands.
Full standing.
Stands.
12 foot. It's like a Wicker Man. It's a Wicker Man kind of moment that Katie's after.
I know they got a big one at Costco, but I don't think that's the one you're referring to.
I just need to know where it is. And my husband has already told me there will be consequences if it comes home.
Them last year.
Newly divorced trad wife.
I might be moving into the double wide that's going into my backyard for Steve. But
we're going to live in Kyle's backyard. Hack-cow! Just screaming hack-cow and waving at him. He would live for that, I think. He would live for that. We did a bit of a refresh this week. On Tuesday, I did a double feature of our X and Pearl review, because next week, horror fans, Maxine is coming out at the end of the Ty West trilogy. So
I'm
we are
going
going to make
tomorrow.
sure that we see it, and we're going to review it, and you're going to be able to watch it, because that's what we do. Vera, we've had good times with Baby Jane and all that kind of stuff. There's more stuff coming from Uncensored Radio. Happy 4th of July, everybody, if you celebrate. Otherwise, thanks for joining us. And I've kept a bill of how much electricity everyone here has cost me, my internet bill, and the bill for my therapist. So you'll all be getting something in the mail very
I'm getting a
Whatever.
comp if you're living in my backyard.
soon. Bye now.